everybody. This week I thought I would make a video to update, um, because a lot happened over fall break. So the past 2 weeks we've been on fall break, and today is Sunday, so tomorrow we go back to school, and fall break is over, and that means we have to start waking up early again. um, but yeah, fall break was really cool. On Sunday, we drove down to visit my host mom's parents, and, Down's about 3 hours away, I think, or maybe 2.5. I don't know. So we drove up there, and on our way we stopped at these old castles, and they were built like right next to each other in the mountains, and they weren't like restored or anything, so now they're just like half walls and sort of stairs and stuff. And like the floor's all like grass and everything, and yeah, and then the other one, we didn't go in the other castle because we had to like hike up to it, and we didn't really have that much time. Um, but we walked around one of the castles, and it was really cool because the whole towers are still there, and they rebuilt the steps in the inside of the towers so you can go up. So we got to see the inside of that, and from the top it was really pretty because it was the middle of fall, so everything was all colorful. So it was cool. And then we had a picnic, um, like on another mountain where you can see both the castles from, and it looked really cool because since the walls are only half there and there are no ceilings anymore, it looks like a big maze from the top. That was really cool. And yeah, and then we went to these things like an hour away, and since Down is in the Eifel region of Germany, there's a whole bunch of like inactive volcanoes there, and all of the mouths of the volcanoes are all full of water, so it's just like a whole bunch of lakes in the mountains basically. And some of them are really dangerous. My host mom said like you can't swim in them because there's whirlpools and stuff, and like when gas gets released, I don't know. But it was really pretty, so we hiked around there a little bit, and but some of them still have like beaches and people go swimming there. And then after that, we just went to her parents' house, and we had cake, and then for dinner we had just like poutine and sausage because we ended up staying longer than just like cake time. And we just talked, and that was it. But it was fun. And then Monday morning we got back late Sunday night, and then Monday morning we packed for the Netherlands, and yeah, and then Monday around like 9:30 we left for the Netherlands, and it was like 4.5 hours, maybe 4 hours to get there. But that's still pretty cool because like we went from, there's a map of Germany. We're like right here in Cologne in the middle-ish, middle southern eastern or western area, and then we went all the way across Germany to the Netherlands. And then that was really cool because it was only 4 hours, and we already went across like half a country and another country. So it was really cool. And in the Netherlands, we stayed at this beach house that was like 5 minutes walking from the beach. It was really cool. And or not a beach house, a bed and breakfast. And we stayed there for 3 nights. And so on Monday when we got there, we went straight to the beach and we walked around a little bit. And then on this beach that we were at in Sanford, there are a whole bunch of little tiny restaurants along it, and they all get taken down in the winter because the storms get really bad on the beach. But there were a few that were still up, and so we ate dinner there. And then Tuesday we spent the entire day at the beach, and it was really really cool because there are so many more shells than in Florida and California, which are the two beaches I've been to. And when the tide goes out, it goes sand like the normal beach, and then a big like shallow area of water, and then more beach, and then the rest of the ocean. And then like on the parts that were beach, it was like little tide pools, and then it was all bumpy, and there were like little strips of water still, and it was really really cool. And so we collected shells and looked in tide pools and made a sand castle and flew kites, and yeah, it was really fun. And then we also ate dinner that night on the beach. And Wednesday we went to Amsterdam, and it was really really cool. We took the train, and then we bought this pass, and since Amsterdam has a lot of canals, we bought a pass, and you can just hop on a boat, and then it'll take you to another part of Amsterdam, and then you hop off, and then when you want to go to another part, you just hop on another boat for the whole day, and that was really cool. And then what we did in Amsterdam, we basically just walked around for the for like 3 hours. Well, first we went to the Anne Frank house because I really wanted to go there, but the wait went around the corner and then around the corner again, and then halfway down that street. So it was really really long. And so we decided to come back right before it closed a little bit later. And so we just walked around for the whole morning and looked at all these little shops, and the houses were really pretty. And in Amsterdam, you used to have to pay taxes on how wide your house was, so they're all really narrow and tall, and they're all along these canals, and it was really really pretty. So we just walked around, and then I went to the Anne Frank house, but my host dad and sister had already been, so I just went by myself, and it was really really cool. Like it wasn't weird or anything or like creepy in the way that a house like that would be creepy. It was just really really awesome, and it was all empty and inside where they lived upstairs, but underneath it was like a museum, and it was really cool. You couldn't take any pictures in the inside, so I didn't get any pictures of it, but it was so so cool. They had like on the wall the pictures that Anne Frank put on her bedroom wall, and there's like glass boxes mounted around them so people can't mess with them or anything, or so they stay that way, but they're like the original ones. And then they have like the lines on the wall where they did their heights, and then like a little map where her dad mapped like where the alleys were. It was so so cool. And yeah, and then we left Amsterdam and went back to the beach when we got back, but it was really really windy, and so we tried to walk outside, but like it was pitch black because it was night, and then like all the sand would like blow at you, and it was kind of creepy too because like it was in the middle of the night. Um, and then Thursday we spent the whole morning at the beach, and then around 5 o'clock when it started to get dark, we drove back, and we ended up getting back kind of late, but it was really cool because we got to spend most of the day at the beach anyway. So that was it, and then we kind of really didn't do anything at home. We just like unpacked and got the sand out of everything, and for Friday and Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday we drove with my host mom's friend or we met her in Trier, which is like the oldest city in Germany, and it's all like old Roman buildings, and it's so cool because like underneath the streets there's Roman streets, and then underneath that there's other Roman streets, and so like they have places where you can look down and they just see like all the Roman streets, and it's really really cool. And so we went to like an old assembly hall thing, and then an old church, and then um, the Porta Nigra, which is like a watch building. And it was cool because some of them were preserved, so you could like, or like redone, so you could see what they used to look like, or around what they used to look like. And then some of them were just like left alone, like the Porta Nigra, and so you just walked around, and it was cool. And that was really cool because like they must have been pretty well built because they're still here and you can still like go in them. But it was really pretty too. And yeah, and then I forgot when that week, but I took the train to Bonn to go shopping to get warm clothes because it's really cold here. And then Thursday for Halloween, or maybe it was Friday. Thursday was Halloween, I think. Thursday I went to my friend's house, and we it was so different from like American Halloween because people here always dress up scary, and it's usually only little kids, and then other than that there's nothing really that happens, and most people don't even like give out candy in their neighborhood. So we just ate fondue and cupcakes and then played Monopoly for like 4 hours. So it was so different than normal Halloween. And yeah, I think I like American Halloween better. But that's what we have Carnival here for, so it's okay. And Saturday, I took the train to Cologne, and I met people from CBYX, and we walked around and ate ice cream in Cologne. And yeah, and that was pretty much all I did over fall break. This morning I realized I was supposed to read a book for German over fall break, so I bought the book in English so I could read it faster, and I just finished it like an hour ago. And so now that's it. Like we didn't really have that much homework, only to read that book and then a few worksheets, and that was it. So the teachers were pretty good about it here. Yeah, and so I think that was it. Oh, one more thing about Amsterdam. So we were walking, and it started pouring in like the middle of nowhere, and it didn't say it was gonna rain that day, so we didn't have umbrellas or anything. So we looked around for a shop to go into, and I like started walking into one, and because it was like really really pouring. And then my hostess started laughing, and then I turned around, and then I realized that the shop was like this sex shop, and that we were in the middle of the red light district. So we decided to walk down the middle of the street instead of going into a shop. And then also marijuana is legal in Amsterdam, so there are all these coffee shops. And when it says coffee shop, it means like marijuana coffee, not like Starbucks coffee. Um, so that was pretty interesting. But other than that, fall break was really really fun, and I don't want to go back to school, but I'm sure it'll be fun. So, all right, so that's it. More soon.